Hi everybody, this is Yelly from Lisa Orville Stickers, and I am going to be planning in my health tracker. And this is quite not a kit that's out. I hate it when my mats have these like wispies type of things that come out sometimes. And what I don't like is that they end up kind of messing the stickers up if I don't get them off right away. So I have to clean these. I mean, they don't quite mess the sticker up. They can mess them up is with me taking them off. So if I take them off properly, they won't. So you see, it's nice. Okay, so let me share a little bit of a secret with you guys. These stickers are just like a page that I made for myself to set it up this way. If it's something you guys would like to buy, let me know. Right now, I'm kind of just using the In Bloom colorway to set them up. However, I don't have In Bloom headers. I just have a whole bunch of Flora headers left over. So I'm going to be using my Flora headers, and all these colors still go together and they go well with the In Bloom. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And the reason why it's very important for me to set up this week, let me just get these guys out. And as you can see, I did not set up last week. It was just impossible. I just couldn't. Last week was very, very busy. So I just couldn't. And it's okay. You know, it's fine. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to be setting up the week of the 18th to the 24th of July. Wow. Can't believe that those are the dates that we're using to plan right now. So let me just, you know, catch up with that idea. Oh boy. It's amazing how time flies and it goes kind of like so fast. It's just crazy. And what I'll do is I'll have my planner open for the previous weeks. I'm not going to have it open here on camera, but just for me to reference it, because I feel that I kind of forget what I'm doing. So just excuse me one second, I'll be right back. So if I have it open, I haven't done this constantly, so I tend to forget, and if I kind of need to see what it is that I did the week before, and that's totally fine, you know, that works. And once I set one up, I know how to set up the rest, so it's going to be okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to put the date headers on. And I don't want to cover the colors of the planner. So, you know, I'm going to do my best to not do that. There. Little crooked, but it's okay. I have a neighbor, and they must be making like a very, very noisy thing, because our house is very well soundproof. We don't really hear noises from outside. I mean, unless they're in our backyard, right? Like if gardeners come and cut the grass and all that, I will for sure hear them inside. But like neighbor noises, we rarely hear anything like that. Okay. Okay, here we go. And then Saturday, well, I mean, and then Sunday. I did Saturday already, now Sunday. Okay, so my date headers are down, and I do want to use this little guy here and set it down over here. So let me just flip this page upside down. You know how I am with putting these things down. I kind of need a little bit of a guide. And I don't know, my brain just works better when I do it this way. I know it's different for people, but that's how it goes for me. And oopsies, sorry about that. And I want to put the little weight scale over here. So I am only going to be using 4 of these guys. So I'm going to clip these off all at once, which means I need to update my my cutter file, my cutting file, to not have these on there. So I only need 4 of them, right? There we go. But if I do this, then it's fine. They're off, and I'm not gonna, and I don't have to clip them one by one is what I want to say. Okay, so now I want to set down the glucose tracking stickers because they're going to go right below the date covers. And with these cuts that are so intricate, like whenever you guys are peeling off text from any sticker shop, do it carefully, because no matter how well our cutters are cutting, these intricate cuts, you know, there's a whole bunch of little small cuts, and the sticker sheet can kind of get caught, not cut. It can kind of get caught. So you don't want to, you know, break your stickers. I mean, you can still put them back together when you put them down, but just be careful. This is just a public service announcement, you see, because it's because of the cut. Like, the stickers are peeling off perfectly, but it's the way the little cuts are coming. And it doesn't always get caught, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, glucose tracking. I'm almost done setting this one down. Glucose tracking. The one thing I do have to say is that I do much better with keeping low carb when I set this down and I track my sugar every day. So if you guys have diabetes and this is something that you're struggling with, I highly suggest, I'm not saying buy my stickers. You can do this without stickers as well. You can just use whatever format I'm using, but of course, for me, it's just better with stickers. It's just easier, and I have fun using stickers. So I enjoy using my stickers. And if you do too, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and get my stickers. They're specifically designed for the compact vertical and to fit in this way that I'm putting them down. So if this is a layout that speaks to you and you kind of want to track, your glucose, and you're kind of starting a low carb journey, and you want to see how your certain foods affect your glucose readings, then this format is great, because you can write what you had for breakfast, and then you can write the 3 values, which are before, eating, 30 minutes after, and 2 hours after. And that way you'll see how that type of food affects your glucose. And if it does spike up, you know, you have to avoid it. If it doesn't, or if it's very moderate, you know, it's a food that you can eat. And if it's kind of meh, well, then you know that you can eat it every now and then, but maybe it's not a food to be eating all the time. Okay. And I completely, so when you work with objects, there are certain things when you cut that you have to send objects to the back. I did not, so I lost all the habit, all the health scripts. I do have health scripts, so I'll go ahead and get them and use them. But I had them already in the little flags, and you can see them in my other, maybe in pictures that I showed. If I have one, I'll insert it here. So these little flags will already have the health in them. So, but it's okay. I have scripts, so I can just make it work anyway. But it would have been so much easier if I didn't have to lay yet another set of stickers down because I forgot. Which is okay. And you see we only have 4 spots left here, so this is why I had to cut some of these off. Oh, they're coming off. Well, it's fine. You know, it's just easy to get them off. And then laying these down over here is super fast and quick. So this is for me to kind of track my health symptoms, especially when you're starting a low-carb journey. And for me, even if I use electrolytes, there are some symptoms that do creep up, like stomach-wise, headache-wise, but also how I feel. Like I feel a lot more energy. So it's funny, but at first there could be days where I feel more tired too. So anyway, I like to track those and yeah, write them down. So this is why I set these down over here. And let me just take these. So I only need what, 2 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have 8 of them. Okay. I only need 2 more. Why do I have 8? I don't need 8. Well, I guess I wanted to give you guys some extra ones in case you wanted to use them here, or in case you want to do something different with this and not quite follow my layout. Okay. The other thing I'm trying to do is walk, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, because the habit has to start somewhere. I remember that that's how I started, and then I was walking like 30 minutes each day, and it wasn't even bothering me. You know, it was like I was fine walking for the whole 30 minutes, and I was going to increase, but then life as we know it changed. We were all locked up in our houses, and I stopped walking. Fell out of habit, so now I'm building that habit back up again. And also I wanna set my little mood trackers. I feel that the mood trackers are an important thing to track. And this is especially so for people that are also taking any type of medication. And I'm not saying necessarily depression medication, but I'm sure it's helpful also for people that are going through depression. I'm just saying that there are some medications that tend to affect your mood. So I think this is a very nice little thing to have. And these will be available in the shop soon. I don't know if I'll have the chance to have them available on Friday. I'm gonna try. I can't quite promise that I'll do it, but I'm gonna try. And this is a daily thing, so this is gonna be great for those of you that have daily duos, or you can put them like you can lay a strip out on a weekly planner. Like this is a compact vertical, and I'm finding a space for it, but also in your hourly, lay down a line with all of them, or in your vertical planner as well. So, you know, you can use it no matter what type of planner you're using. Now, I like to use this part up here to track my glucose at first thing when I wake up. And it's funny because when you're on a low carb journey, sometimes that glucose is not as low as you would think it is, but that's okay. There's an explanation for that. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go into it. I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong. There is an explanation for that, but then the beauty is that as you continue and continue and continue, you see how it goes down and down. But apparently, I think it has to do with fatty liver or something. So as your body starts using up the fat stored in your liver, these values start going down more and more. And then, like I said, I'm going to use the little fork over here just to kind of track my glucose. So I know that the fork shouldn't be the thing, but this is kind of like my glucose for meals. And this is also the glucose tracking, right? So I guess I should have done it. I should have done it backwards, but I don't know. It works this way for me. I understand what I'm doing. It might not make sense for you guys, but it does for me. So I'm okay to continue to do it this way. So it's sort of like a meal check, and I can kind of meal plan, but also keep myself in check with what I ate and how it affected my sugar. So once I journal what I'm eating and how it's affecting my sugar, and I see a crazy week and I'm seeing how my sugar is creeping up, that is also a good motivator to just, you know, go back to my low carb eating. And this is it. This is how I set up. Oh, and let me just write down what I'm tracking. So let me just look for that in my... So there are certain things that I do for my health that I like to put down on the tracker. However, I need to find the little list because as you can see, I haven't done this in a while. So I'm sorry I'm putting you guys on hold here, waiting for me to find this. Ugh, hate to do this to you guys. Okay, here we go. So I like to track giving myself Reiki sessions. This is important for me because it's kind of like a meditation, and I have this tool that I can use on myself, and I have to get better at it. I also like to track if I had a low carb eating day, which means that I stayed under 20 carbs. I like to track if I did my intermittent fasting that day or not. So I also like to track that. I like to track if I was good in taking my meds, my electrolytes, and walking. I'll have my shoes here, but I can just, you know, track if I did walk, even though I have the shoe as a reminder, and I could just put a check mark on it. Since I have extra space here, I'm just going to do it. And I'll just leave this one open because sometimes I think of things that vary throughout the week of what to track. So I'll just leave this one open. And this is it. This is how I like to set up my health tracking, like glucose tracking journal. And I think this is going to be very helpful for those of you that are on a low carb journey. You don't necessarily need an Erin Condren compact vertical planner. You can buy an Erin Condren notebook. And if it's your first time buying Erin Condren, I have a link down below that'll give you some rewards for your first purchase. Like if you click on that link, I'm going to get a little bit of love from them, but you're also going to get some love in form of, I think it's $10 off your first order. But you could also do this with any type of notebook that you have. And, you know, once you buy the kit and the date strip from my shop, you just put down the stickers and you make it work in any page of any type of notebook that you have. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hadn't done a setup video in a while, so I'm just excited I did it now. And thank you again. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week.